What going on? What I say? Welcome back to my channel. I am Serene, and guys, I am tired. If you follow me on Instagram, you know why I am tired. And yeah, I'm just tired. And also, I know this episode or review is going to be covering 2 episodes of Married at First Sight because I missed last week's episode. And I just finished watching this week's episode, so I'm just gonna merge them together because sis was busy. If you did not know, I have like deflating balloons, but last week was my 30th birthday. Was last week my 30th birthday? Whatever the middle of August was. So obviously I'm a Leo, if you did not know. I'm a Leo, so I have the remnants of these balloons here. I have to get Henry to take them down to the bin, but it is what it is. That's fine. But guys, I finally caught up and I am ready to give my review of Married at First Sight, episode 7 and 8 for season 15.
This is Married at First Sight.
And we're gonna start with Morgan and Ben because those are the people I have on the front of my list. And also, I'm gonna become more regular. And the reason I say that is because I'm actually gonna leave for from this week. So next episode will definitely be on time, and probably the episode after, because I would have had some good rest, you know. So yeah, and guys, I keep coming on here with my hair wrap. Let me tell you something. Life is happening to me at the moment. I feel like I can't seem to... No, I have a rhythm, but my rhythm does not include my hair. And you know, it's the grace of God that my hair is the way it is. Like, it's thick enough, it's long enough for me to really not pay attention to it. But yo, at the moment, it is so dry. But I'm going swimming this week, so I don't want to wash it before swimming because yeah, then I have to wash that chlorine out again. So after the pool, so that's probably gonna be by the end of the week, Friday or Saturday, I will give my hair a good wash and a semi-deep treatment. But I do have this is a whole lot of information. I have an appointment booked with a hair salon for the middle of September to get my hair like properly washed, protein treatment, deep conditioning treatment, trimmed and all of that jazz. And then I'll be putting in a protective style, getting ready for fall. Yeah, and to give myself some time because yo, my hair has been right. And I have not been studying it. Sometimes like, oh my gosh, I feel so bad for Henry because I have not been trying. But yo, I be looking a little homeless, but it's fine. It's fine. Like, it's okay. And I think on camera I look tired, but I don't know. What do you guys think? I think I look tired, but you know, the party don't stop. So let's just go and go ahead with Morgan and Ben. So the episode 7 was when they had come back from their honeymoon and they were all going to see each other's places. Yo, Ben is scary cheap. Like there's like being very frugal. Is frugal the word? There's being frugal, there's, you know, like cost counting, you know, trying to find a bargain here or there. And you know, I do some of that, but yo, there's certain things you have to live. This guy walks around in the dark, takes showers in the dark. He was complaining about this girl's coffee machine having thick wires. How many watts? What? I found that at first I was just like, you know, Ben, I get you, like, you know, let's save some money. No, I do not get you. That is annoying. That would annoy me. He wants her to wash her laundry when he wants her to wash her laundry. Like, yo, I feel like they always do this every time I start to film. Like, I don't understand. Am I on a timer? Every time I start to film, someone does that. Thanks, babe. So, yo, I don't know what's wrong with him and the espresso machine and the espresso machine being whatever. But, yo, he is ridiculously cheap and it is ridiculously annoying. And his apartment is like so empty. Like I feel like episode 7 showed that all the boys were kind of yo guys. Let me tell you the backstory. That thing goes off when no one is coming to us. I think there's some wiring problem, and they're trying to get some neighbor, and our doorbell goes off, or I guess entry, whatever the thing is, it goes off. So yeah, that's slightly annoying. But anyways, back to Beta Morgan. His apartment almost looked like he didn't really live in it. Like, he is so cheap that he is defaultingly being a minimalist. It is hilarious and it is stupid and it is annoying. And I don't know how she's gonna deal with that, because stuff like that would just drive me up the wall. I'm very chilled about a lot of things. Like, very calm about a lot of things. But there's certain things that would just grind my gears. And I think that's something that would grind my gears, because how are you making money and can't even live? Yo, whoever this person come to, can they let them in the building? Cha. Okay. Yeah. I don't know how I would be able to live with something like that. I could not. And then Morgan's house just had like random stuff. Like it looked like a woman lived in a house, to be fair. I don't have much to say about that. But then, because Morgan has a cat, Ben on one hand seems really cool, and then on the other hand, he seems like a weirdo. Like, he was talking about the cat as if the cat, I don't understand, like, would the cat know how to go to the toilet? Does the cat pee on his own time? The dude said, you know, like how girls, their cycles sync up? Is that gonna happen to me, you and the cat? I was looking at my laptop like, dude, what? What are you talking about? I was so confused. He uses the weirdest analogies to bring his point across, and you'd be like, yo, one, you're talking to a girl. Two, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? It's the weirdest thing ever. I can't get behind it. I don't know what's going on. But their relationship is all so very dull. Pastor Cal saw them, and you know, she was talking about her trust being broken, and I get it. You know, he talked about whatever he talked about, but she needs to let that go. Like, she needs to let it go, because she's really trying to milk the thing, and it's not that serious. Like, he doesn't know the process of becoming a nurse. He didn't think you were a nurse. I don't understand how you haven't finished your bachelor's and you're a nurse either, but you know, that's neither here nor there. But how I think that's a normal conclusion anybody without intimate knowledge of it would come to. And I mean, I get it. Like, you don't talk about certain things that happen in your relationship outside of the relationship. Certain things, well, a lot of things have to be secret, because you know, people process information differently. When you're ready to forgive, they're not, the people that you tell aren't really on board with that. But yo, you married a stranger. These things are meant to happen. These are teething problems, or whatever people be saying. Yo, let it go. And you saw that, like, shown when Pascal spoke to her. She was like, oh, the walls are up. And Pascal was like, well, who's in control of the walls at this point? And she's like, me. And I'm like, okay, yeah, cool. So then drop those walls. The dude is apologizing. He looks so confused and lost, poor little thing. And I'm just like, girl, like, forgive this guy, because he didn't mean it like that. You know, like, we all know he didn't mean it like that. So we jump into episode 8, and Morgan is still dragging out this trust thing. She was talking to her friend on camera, some guy, I think called Matt. And you know, her friend is just like, yo, you need to just forgive and forget, basically. And I'm like, yes, because she is stretching this trust thing, like, and not crying about it, but yo, crying about it. I'm like, it's not that serious. But anyways, this is episode 8 is the episode where they had the party games, or the home housewarming, and you know, all of the themes and stuff. And they had a tequila and taco theme, and I'm like, yes, a tequila, TT. You know, so they were having that, and I really like that. But the way Morgan was trying to get Ben to tell the guys, the way Morgan was trying to get Ben to tell the guests what happened on their honeymoon, I was just like, low-key, girl, you are aggressive. I don't know why. If she saw that he felt uncomfortable sharing it or being really open, if she really wanted them to know, she might as well have said it. That's why his friends were just like, well, if you're pressuring him to say it, if you see that he's not saying it, you say it. Like, I didn't get it. She's like, no, tell him. And I'm just like, calm down. Like, it's not that serious. And she was, I don't know, something about her. And in the beginning, I was very much like, yeah, they seem like free-spirited. Like, they'll be cool together. But now, I don't really know if I like her. I don't like them together. But I also don't know if I like her personality. Like, she seems mad aggressive and very unforgiving. And I learned a new word from Henrik, unagreeable. And I don't know what's up with her at all. Like, it's very weird. I don't like it. So my advice to her is she needs to calm down. She needs to calm all the way down. I don't know what's wrong with her. She needs to calm down. Calm down. Calm down.
Calm down. Calm down.
Like, she needs to calm all the way down and forgive my guy because he didn't mean it that like that. So now we go to Kristen and Mitch. And you know what's so interesting is they have done a whole 180 in comparison to what's happened in Mexico. But let's start there. So we go to Mitch's house. Let me tell you how this boy is nasty. Capital Nasty. Nasty. He is nasty. Y'all saw his shower? Did you guys see his shower? Why the shower had moss? Why the shower had moss? Talk about he don't water his plants. Do the plants bathe or do you water your plants? Because, and even if you water your plants, do you not run the door back down the water? What you call it? Down the drain? Sir, I saw the picture of his shower and I itched. I remember itching because I was just like, there's, ooh. Like, no, people shower get dirty. Like, that's what showers do. You're washing your skin, you're showering, you're getting all that dust and grime off of your skin. Showers get dirty. You have to clean them. His, it looked like he doesn't look like he showered in like months. The dirt looked like it was caked on. Like, the tub has lost its shine. Like, it was so dirty. And then going through the house, it looked like it smelled. And I knew it from the beginning when he was like, he's passionate about the environment. I was like, this guy hugs trees and he smells. I said it. I knew it. And I don't know how Kirsten didn't walk in and walk out real quick. It looked like if you were to inhale in his house, you would leave with asthma or like some upper respiratory disease. Like, in there looked like it had mold, mildew, dust, dirt. It was bad. It was dark. Like, it was so dirty that it looked physically dark. And then he had one room where he just had things. And I ain't the most organized person. I'm clean, but I'm not organized. But yo, there was no method to his madness at all. So yeah, I didn't like that. But Kristen's house, that was pretty neat. But it was for someone that makes how much ever money she makes. So it sounds like she makes a decent amount. I don't understand her all-in-one apartment. Like, the living room, the bedroom, the kitchen, everything, the bathroom is all one space. I didn't really get that. But you know, considering her history, she's saying that she used all of her savings to pay for her last engagement and the wedding and what happened. Maybe she's just trying to get her money up so she could then buy a property. You know, no judgment, but it was clean. It was fine. It was, you know, she made sure that it was neat. Him, on the other hand, knew that he was going away and having to show her, and he didn't give two ratatouilles about whether or not his house smells or if it's clean or the tub looks like someone actually showers in it. Because that tub is untouched. We know that, he know that. I hope Kirsten knows that. And you know they're having sex now, you know, dirty penis. Okay. Oh, I wrote down when Kirsten introduced Mitch to her dog, I hollered. Mitch's face when he saw the dog was so hilarious. And you know that by now, everybody knows this dog snores. It sounds really bad. And yo, his face, he looked so freaked out. Like, he looked like he was ready to run, abort mission. And I found it to be funny. I think it's a very ugly dog. I don't know why people like dogs that look like that, but you know, that's just my opinion. But she loves her dog, and the dog snores. And obviously we get to episode 8 and we know that the snoring of that dog is a problem for Mitch. When they had their party, I think their theme was something futuristic. Girl, I do not know. Something futuristic. I like the way they were dressed. I just didn't understand the party theme. But they looked like they had mad fun. They took the lights off. They were in there discoing. I was like, this is cool. I like that. But yo, when he was telling his friends about the dog, he called the dog a useless a useless creature. No, it was so much longer than that, but all I wrote down was useless creature. And I was just like, yo, Mitch said he's not sleeping because the dog makes so much noise. I find that to be actually really funny. But you know, Kristen was telling her friends, you know, like she's happy with him, you know. There are things that she could see are potentially maybe gonna be a problem, you know, with his passion for plastic or not using it thereof. But other than that, they're having an amazing time. Even when they met with the group at the end of the episode 8, she was talking about how they're having sex like bunnies, and I hope he's showering because gross. Gross. But also in the episode 8 in the beginning, Kirsten met with her friend, and her friend was saying like, hey, have you told Mitch about your past relationship and stuff? And she was just like, you know, she hadn't done it before, or she hadn't done it yet, because before, when she would tell guys, it would make them run away, which, and I don't know why, because like I think what she did is very much rational. And when she told Mitch was like, that's weird. And I was like, what's so weird about that? She planned a wedding, used all her money. She found out her ex was cheating on her via the other woman. Like, she came woman to woman. Hey, Shirley. Like, no. Like, what's this woman to woman thing? I hate that shit. But cool. The woman came woman to woman with her and told her, and she locked it off. Like, she saw her value. She was just like, yeah, we're not dealing with that over here. That's not what we do. And she decided to go and have a girls trip with people that, you know, she invited. Like, they were still allowed to come. I don't see anything wrong with that, because is her money supposed to just go down the drain because he wanted to cheat? Nah, I think what she did was fine, but he said it was weird. But you know, he redeemed himself, and he really did comfort her, and you know, said like, oh, you know, that was not your fault, you shouldn't feel bad about that. Like, he really made me go like, oh, that's really nice. Like, I really like the way like he reassured her and let her know like, yo, that was not your fault, you didn't do anything wrong, I'm not gonna judge you for that. And that's like the more mature thing to do. So all those guys that were running away, I don't know what's wrong with them. But okay, now we're gonna go to Alexis and Justin. No, from the best couple to the worst couple, I don't know what's going on. So let's start with episode 7. Or maybe I should talk about them last. No, let's talk about them now. Let's start with episode 7. Just Dylan, big lanky ass, there with that big old dog. Mia or Maya, whatever he called the dog's name. And he got his dog on a leash. Now, you know, Alexis has her little grandpa dog, Newton, you know, walking around. You know, Newton looks old. You know, Newton is an old dog. And Newton is just living his life unbothered. And Maya, Newton is going close to Maya, and Maya's like growling at the dog. But Justin is not letting her get his dog. Like, he has that dog on a leash, and I'm like, oh, he knows what's going on. So Newton is walking around freely. Guys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, Maya bites Newton. Newton goes, and Justin pull up Maya. So Alexis goes and picks up her dog, and the dog is bleeding from the eye. The dog done gone and bite the other dog. Like, yo, dog and dog crime. So Alexis is upset visibly, and I felt bad. Like, I would have been upset. I don't have a dog. I'm trying to convince Henrik for us to get one, but I don't have a dog. And if some other dog bit my dog, I'm gonna be pissed. I'm gonna want to press charges and ask for the other dog to be put down. Like, I don't care. I don't have no remorse. Because how you ain't training your dog? Why is your dog out here acting like it crazier than me. No. So she's pissed off. She calls a vet. She goes, the dog needed stitches in its eye, and they put like the cone thing so the dog could like heal or what's not, right? Coolio. Turns out Justin, non-communicating self, didn't tell Alexis that, you know, this dog has been in other violent situations with other dogs. And now she's feeling like, yo, you didn't actually tell me this. So now I wasn't even prepared to kind of just put my dog down in a space where anything could have happened to it. Because the reality is, if his dog was off the leash, Newton was dead. Newton was gonna be dead. And I'm just like, I get where her anger is coming from and her frustration with him and his communication style. Like, I get it. So anywho's, you know, Pastor Cal comes over to them and they're telling Pastor Cal the story and what's not. And, you know, I don't remember what Pastor Cal said, but I don't know if he said anything profound, or I don't know if he gave them any real advice. But Justin decided that he was going to take the dog to training camp. And yo, I don't know what kind of training camp that was. I don't know if that's the only training camp that has space. I don't know if that's a training camp for dogs that have, you know, like committed felony murders. But yo, when he took that dog to that training camp, I almost could have cried because it looked like he was carrying the dog to some place where it's about to get put down. Like, it was just a bunch of boxes just in the middle of the desert. And the dog is crying. I felt so bad. I'm just like, Lord of mercy. Like, what kind of training camp this is? He can come back and can't find his dog. My heart couldn't take it. I felt absolutely bad. I felt bad for her dog. But when I saw where his dog went, I felt so bad. And then when they were talking to Pastor Cal, I think Justin had decided that, you know, he wants his marriage more than he wants his dog, basically. And, you know, if after the training session, like, the dog is still hostile, he's going to have to give away his dog. When he was talking to Pastor Cal, he said, oh, you know, giving away the dog is going to be a hard thing to do. And Alexis was like, I thought you said you would give the dog away. Like, I thought this was an already decided thing. And I think this is what she has a problem with, because I'm one of those people, like, if you can say something, I feel like as a man, all you have is your word. Like, if you're gonna say something, you're gonna stick to that, and that's what we're gonna agree on, not the flippy floppy stuff. And it sounds like he flippy flopping on his dog, which I know that's a very big decision, but then don't say that in the heat of the moment just to make her feel good. Like, actually have a real conversation about what would happen with the dog and blah 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 blah. Anyways, we get to episode 8 and they're still having problems. Another dog problems. Now Newton looked like he was sick, child, and Newton has some medicine. So it looks like Newton is not eating properly. He hadn't eaten for 2 days. Now Newton is vomiting blood, and Justin ain't told didn't tell Alexis that her dog wasn't, you know, performing its best. No, apparently Justin is saying in the after party part, Justin was saying that, you know, the dog was just adjusting to the environment, so that happens. Yes, but you let her know she is the dog owner. You don't just be doing whatever and talking about you're fixing it. No, the dog is vomiting blood and she thinks she's about to pass up because she keeps referring to this dog as a child, which it is not. Children and animals are not the same. And I think that's half of the problem with the world not understanding the way to treat certain people. Because human life definitely trumps animal life. Fight me, don't care. But I get it, she loves her dog, but it's definitely not a child. Like, it's definitely not a child. So anyways, she gets upset. He's swearing, effing and blinding, talking about, you know, whatever the case may be. She's saying, I'm done. He thinking that she's finished with the relationship when she's saying, yo, I'm finished with the conversation. I don't want to argue. Because she looks like one of those people that generally doesn't like to argue. So she pulls herself away from the situation. He, on the other hand, feels like they should be going back and forth, which I think that's what it is. But them communicating now over each other, like they're missing each other big time. But also, he's not understanding when she says, tell me all the information, then tell me all the information. And yo, this crying thing, this quivering of the voice every time you get some extreme emotion, he needs to dead it, because I am so sick and tired of seeing him cry. It was cute. Sorry, it was cute in the beginning when It was cute in the beginning when, oh my gosh, like he's so in touch with his emotions. No, you need to stop crying because it's very much giving manipulation. You didn't talk to her properly. You didn't communicate properly. You didn't let her know something was wrong with her dog. Don't be crying now. Ain't nobody trying to hear you cry. Like, why are you crying? Like, why are you crying? Then they're in the candy store because they were doing a 90s theme, I think. And, you know, they were doing it around, I guess, candy. And he and dad crying too. Or arguing too about whatever they were arguing about. Child, I don't even know. But Justin needs to get his act together, because while there he was just like, oh well, I just won't talk anymore. That is not how you fix problems. What do you mean you won't talk anymore? Are you two? Like, oh, I'm not talking to you. What do you mean you're not talking? Like, you guys are married. You have to fix the problem by talking. She's not gonna read your mind and you can't read hers. You guys have to communicate. So I was just over that. My brain is hurting with them and I really want them to walk, but we do not know, because he's not understanding that she actually needs him to explicitly say things. Think about not just think about the now, but have a whole thought process about stuff and let her know what's going on. Not thinking that he's gonna fix the situation and it's under control, so all the important details could just stay in his head. What is that? I like it. I like it for her, and I don't like it for me, and I don't like it for him. That's what we're gonna call it, right? So now we go to Lindy and Miguel. In the beginning, Lindy said that she had a cat. So when they went to visit her house, Lindy said she had a cat. And Miguel was like, oh no, I'm allergic to cats. Yeah, he was like, oh no, I'm allergic to cats. And I was just like, not this about to be another Fireball and Eric thing. Because remember when Eric was telling Fireball that he was allergic to cats? And Fireball was like, I never seen this man take any antihistamines ever. And I got 2,500 cats. But yeah, but Miguel was lying. And that is fine. Well, it is not fine. But it looks as if he was like a playful lie. So Miguel is showing Lindy his Dungeons and Dragons book collection and his house. And I was just like, Lindy is so open-minded and optimistic. Like, she is so free. She's giggling. He came out dressed like Bigfoot or whatever that 4 thing was. And she's like, and you know, she's having the most fun. And I love people like that. I am not those people, but I love people like that. I love people that could just look at life and be so free in the mind. That's cute. That just ain't me, but it's cute. But you know, different folks, different strokes for different folks. That's what she was doing. And yeah, the episode kind of was dull. You know, they're talking about, I don't like when you mention it. If you have a problem, she basically was telling him, if you have a problem with me, I don't really want you to tell me that you have a problem with me. Which, that's interesting. But you know, okay, I'm not gonna comment on that because I don't think I need to comment on that because I think she's being very naive in this process. So let go. Now we get to episode 8 with them, and I didn't understand their theme party. She said it's a game night, but people were dressed like food. And then the others were dressed in something else. I don't know. But, you know, she keeps giggling. She's just laughing. And I'm just like, girls, stop skin teeth. Like, why are you laughing so much? I was so annoyed. But they had an argument about healthcare, child, and last names. And I just don't understand. I think it's the verbiage that I don't get. So she is saying that he wants her to take his last name, Santiago. Now, when she said take his last name, is she talking about attaching his name to her name so she's going to hyphenate? Or she's talking about dropping her entire last name for his? Because she has a doctorate. Like, I feel like she's already a doctor. Like, it's Dr. Lindy whatever. I don't see why it would be difficult for her to hyphenate. So unless it's not hyphenation and it's genuinely she is going to take on his whole last name, and that is an issue. But then Mr. Dr. Lindy... Oh, Miss Dr. Lindy was first discussing being on Miguel's health insurance. And I'm just like, you're a whole doctor and you don't have health insurance? That is a conversation that needs to be had. Like, who is your primary care physician? Who's your doctor? Like, who holds your medical records? That is what is confusing. Not the fact that she doesn't know if she wants to attach his last name or if he's confused about adding her to health insurance. The question is why you ain't got health insurance. That is what I wanted to know. Because I listened to the back and forth and her swearing and going on and him trying to understand what she doesn't understand about his last name and this is how married people live. I was more stuck on the fact that, well, why you ain't got health insurance? Because if you're from that side of the world, the Caribbean, Africa, you understand health insurance is vital. This is how we see the doctors. So why you ain't got health insurance again? I was so confused. And she's big mad. But girl, you're supposed to be having health insurance. Like, you should have health insurance. Hell, you're a doctor. I thought, yeah. What is she? I don't even know. Like, is she the phlebotomy doctor? I can't even remember. But the point is, you're a whole doctor. How do you not have health care? I found that weird. I didn't like that. And you know, she's the one with the student loan debt. So I'm like, you ain't got the money for a doctor? Like, what's the problem? Like I said, I don't know what to say about them. I ain't trying to be really commenting on them because I am still confused. I really don't know what's going on in their relationship. They seem to be doing well, but at the same time, the things that they're discussing, I'm just like, I don't know how this is gonna go because I don't trust that Lindy is being realistic about this at all. I mean, I don't think Miguel is being realistic either, but Lindy is very airy-fairy. And she needs to ground herself and stop giggling so much. If she stopped giggling, she might notice some things. And then we go to Stasia and Nate. The episode 7 opened up with Stasia talking about the fact that Nate left the toilet seat up. And she was like, oh, we have to work on that. And I'm just like, Stasia, he is a grown man. Just talk to the man. Don't be talking, oh, we need to work on that. Tell the man, put the seat down. And then also, like, how many times do men need to hear put the seat down? I don't understand these men that don't put the seat down. Like, put the seat down. Like, I don't get it, man. Anyway, so Nate goes to see Stasia's house and he steps into a big kitchen. It looked like Nate almost catch a heart attack. Nate clutched his pearls. Nate was like, wow. He was so wowed at the space. He was just like, this is a kitchen? Nate, where do you live? First of all, I shouldn't even be fronting because, you know, the kitchens in the UK, ciao. But we've seen big kitchens, you know? Sis is not uncultured, untraveled. But yo, Nate was really surprised that she had such a large kitchen. And her house was immaculately clean. No, I know she put effort into cleanliness because she knew she was going to bring someone back to her house. But her house was super clean. And Nate... So she had some decor pillows on her bed. And he was just like, yeah, these pillows are over the top. And she was just like, yeah, but you don't sleep on them. Like, you don't sleep on decor pillows. I thought that conversation was funny. I don't know why. And then she had like this like tray on her bed. And he was like, what's it for? And then he was like, oh, we should change it out because it looks feminine. I was just like, it's white and neutral brown. It is the most neutral thing ever. What do you mean it looks feminine? I didn't follow that conversation. But then, child, we went to Nate's house. And I swear, Mommy Stasia came out. She was pulling out 3 and 4 empty Quaker Oats containers. And you know, shout out to us people on the side of the world. I haven't seen a Quaker Oats container in like years. When I saw that, I was like, oh my gosh, this is porridge. Like, because in the UK they don't have the round cylindrical like container to hold oats. They only have the packets or the bags. That's probably not gonna make sense to you guys, but they don't have that container that hold oats. And you know, the old-fashioned Quaker Oats container. Yeah, it was really cool to see that on TV. But she was pulling 5 of that out. They had empty cleaning bottles, empty plastic, the whole paper towel. That whole paper towel. And I was like, yo, why do you have so many empty containers in your house? Like, you. And she was just like, well, this is spoiled, this is spoiled, this is spoiled. And I was like, Stasia, go sit down. Like, why are you running through? And he was just looking around like scared. And then she opened the cupboard and there were 2 wine glasses. Yo, they had like, you know when wine settles in a glass? wine settles in the glass, like those stains, the glass had that. And I was just like, Nate, is this your house? Like, the house was looking really good, but I'm just like, is this your house or did you rent this place? Because, tell me. Because he looked so surprised that those things were there and scared at the same time. I was like, I did not trust that behavior. I did not trust those actions. But you know, it's fine. It is what it is. And then we go to episode 8. And Nate is talking to his friends about his shallow responses. Because I think in episode 7, Stasia did bring up to him, you know, like, I don't feel like you're opening up well. Or you don't talk about, like, your mom and that experience. But he says he doesn't feel anything. But based on her conversation with his friends at their party, which I like their party. It was like a disco themed party. I guess that's 90s, 80s. I have no idea about eras. But she looked amazing. He looked amazing. They looked really well and nice together, to be fair. But she was talking to his friends about, you know, like his lack of desire to have kids within the next year and stuff like that. And they brought up, well, you know, he didn't have the best relationship with his mom. You know, he's never seen, he doesn't know if you could be a good mom and blah, 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 blah. But yet still, if his friends are picking up his attitude towards parenting and parenting with a woman, and you know, his fear about what if she's not around, if his friends could pick up on that emotion, it means that there is some emotion that he has attached to the fact that his mom was not around. And I think that's what Stasia wants, but she's not getting from him. And you know, both sides, like his friends, her friends, they're all saying, you know, like, just walk on it slowly with him, like reassure him, da da da. But honestly, they are seeming like a good choice together now. Like, I don't know if it's just this episode just made me feel really good about them, but I'm kind of liking them together just to see what really happens. But yo, he needs to open up and she needs to calm down, because he ain't your son going into the man's house, picking up stuff and dashing it around. But yeah, guys, I think they make a really cute couple, but we'll see. Anywho, this is a very long video. This is the end of the review as well, and I can go back to bed and sleep. And y'all, thank you so much for watching. Go in the comment section, tell me what you think about the couple so far. Y'all tell me what you think about this whole Alexis and Justice thing. Lindy and Miguel, Kristen and Mitch, who the rest is, Ben and Morgan, and Stasia and Nate. Tell me everything you think in the comment section, and I will see you in the next video. Remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more videos like this. Bye.